Hello everybody, welcome to Ghost of Tabor. Today I will be discussing the new update, patch note version 0.5.7. The new update is going to include, of course, the new map, Matka Miest, and it is now playable on all platforms, Quest, and on Steam. And then they've also added the Tehran Tactical John Wick 3 DLC, which is only available right now for meta through the in-game store, but it will be coming to Steam very soon. They've also added the bleed effect, which I'm very excited to try out. Also, another thing that they added were the bandages to prevent or to be able to stop the bleeding. They added the Mosin, which is going to be one of my new favorites. I'm excited and cannot wait to try it out. They've also added the M19A3 bolt action. They've also added insurance, the weight system that everybody's been waiting for and dying to try out. Now they've also added sounds for the crates opening, which means now people can hear you when you open up your crates when you're looting. So that's one more thing to add that intensity to the game. They've improved the UI in various kiosks, which is the trade room and the market. Also, they say they've improved the throwing mechanics, so we're going to be testing that out as well. And they've also improved the melee mechanics, so I can't wait to test that out. Also, they've fixed a lot of bugs, crash related to backpacks, crashes caused to gunshots to top. Also fixed a couple issues where some players could not loot purple keycard room crates. Also, now they've fixed the finger not pointing when interacting with the kiosk for some people on the index. They've also fixed the bug that prevented players from scrolling while using the opposite dominant hand. So that means that they've fixed both hands. We can now be ambidextrous. They've also fixed the volume slider that didn't affect guns. They've also fixed the weapon concurrency audio issues. Now, the footsteps can be heard correctly. So if they're coming from your left side, you can hear it coming from your left side. If they're coming from your right side, you can hear it coming from your right side. So they've corrected that. Gunshots sound replication at distance, so now you can kind of tell if the shots were really far, a lot closer. They've gotten more accurate on where the shots are coming from. They've fixed some of the issues that I've personally had on my streams, where the individual would send an invite and it would get stuck, or one would accept the invite from another one and the invitation would persist on there. They fixed grenade shrapnel going through walls. That's another big one. Hunger thirst damage sounds not playing correctly to nearby players. So now they can hear you when you're hungry, you're thirsty, or you're hurt. They've also fixed bullets not penetrating the NVGs, which is also another thing that was probably detrimental to some people out there. Magazines loading with the wrong ammo type. That has now been fixed. They've tweaked the drinking water mechanism to make drinking water easier, which is also going to be good. Directional audio for gunshots, so now you know what direction the gunshots are coming from. They've optimized the skeletal mesh, so now you shouldn't be like all over the place. I know I've seen that on some players. They've also optimized the ragdoll performance effects, so as you shoot someone down, they should look more realistic when they fall. They've also optimized loot crate spawns for better performances, which is going to be really good. They've done a couple fixes in the maps, so they've fixed Island of Tabor, relocated the parking lot spawn, I'm assuming, but we'll find that out a little bit more when we go in there. They've Also in Silo, they've fixed the AI stuck in the back room near Sector 6. They've optimized the colliders, and they've also optimized the calling distances. Now, for the safe house, they've improved the resolution of the signs in some bunkers, and they've completely, unfortunately, removed our TV. So there's no more television in our inside of our bunker. But let's go ahead and take a quick look through the improvements. Okay, so first off, let's start off with the trade room. I don't notice anything in particularly different from the actual trade room itself until I go up to the UI. As you can see, now we have a much better UI. Very, very beautiful. I love it. It's more organized, a little bit easier to identify different items. You can definitely tell that they just made it look a lot better. I mean, I prefer this new look. I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you guys preferred this one to the old one. And you can still collect your dailies, your 6 hours. This is nice. You can see it's more responsive as far as delivery. So it looks like it's much more responsive as far as the UI here. Let's check the UI over here. Let's go ahead and turn something in. Go ahead and let's say I want to sell one of these frags. Wow, the detail is definitely a lot nicer. There goes the grenade in the conveyor belt. Let's see how this one looks. This one's still the same. So not much has changed as far as this UI screen, which I don't mind. I've actually always liked this one. Let's go ahead and sell that. Alright, let's go on to the next room. So this is our room here in the bunker. And as you can see, they have definitely improved the quality of some of the artwork that we have here. You can actually kind of read it. Well, if you knew how to read Russian, I'm sure that would translate into something. Looks like we've got a laptop that could possibly be used later on. The pictures definitely look a lot better. And unfortunately, our TV is gone. So no more television. We are in our generator room. And as you can see, now you can store gas cans right next to your generator. I'll shut this guy off. Now you can actually store gas cans here in your generator room. This has always been one of my ideas, that they should have added something like this from the beginning, and I'm just glad that they've actually done it. Also, I've noticed that when I turn on the power, it doesn't lag or glitch as much. It's a much smoother transition. Go and check the main UI. So this is the main UI. As you can see, now your screen name will appear over on the right. They didn't switch very much. Here, let me collect these. So they haven't switched the UI in the kiosk all too much. But you will notice we have a new map. Alright, let's deploy it on a live game. You can see it now tells you your level and how much more XP you need to level up to the next one. Alright, so we're in a live game. Let's go and see how we fare. I can already hear gunshots going off. Let's go get us some kills. Alright, so after a little bit of live gameplay in the map, you can tell that the UI have improved The movements have improved, the sounds have improved. You can tell from what directions the shots are coming from. Definitely more intense. I didn't get to really test out the bleed system. I didn't see the health go down or anything like that. I haven't found any bandages yet, but I will have another video with an update on that. But the map is beautiful. The graphics have improved in the game. The weapons, the look on the weapons has just changed drastically on quite a few, as you can tell. For example, the Galil definitely looks a lot prettier with the new update. The Scar looks a lot better. There's a lot of new improvements, but I will see you guys in the raids. Best of luck to you, and for your sake, I hope we don't meet up.